Hey everyone, welcome back to Golden Final Spin. It's been a while since I did a clinging video. Now, I'm no expert on clinging. I do what, I've been doing this the same way for many years, and I still use the same machine, which is not even a machine, it's a manual. Hook it up to a shop vac. I got it years ago. I gave away 2 of them in contests in the past. It's put up by squeakycleanvinyl.com. This is the MK3. I don't know if it even exists anymore, but I'm still using it. It's all 3D printed parts. The only thing I did is I upgraded. I put this rubber mat on there. Before, he just had a record on this turn table thing. So basically, I got a pile of records here I have gathered up over time, and they're not going to touch my turntable. Sometimes I will risk it. I'll look and say, well, there's not too much on there, not too much on there. I really want to listen to this record. But generally, I don't play any of my records until they've been cleaned. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to just clean every one of these. Today's cleaning day. And when I take them out, I will wipe down the jackets, especially these gatefolds, because inside of these gatefolds, sometimes I found even bugs in there. And I'll clean them up just with a damp cloth, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, not too much. That way it kills some of the mold, if there's any mold on there. I'll change out the inner sleeves with MoFi sleeves. I'm going to keep this one but not use it, just for the simple fact that it's a Motown sleeve. I've never seen any Motown sleeves before. So let's get to it. I'll do one, and we'll see how I do it. There's a piece of something on there. I want to make sure there's nothing. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum just this mat. There. So I don't want nothing on the back side of it either, because when I flip it over, it'll just end up getting onto the other side. I have this puck. That's essentially what it is. It's a puck, and he made this 3D print thing here that straddles the puck, so you're not getting black marks all over yourself. And I'm still using the same bottle that I used for years. Same thing. I just keep refilling it, and it's 1 part isopropyl alcohol. I try to get the most strongest one. I think 99, but you can get 77 or something like that. 3 parts distilled water, 2 drops of sunlight soap, and then I add a rinse agent in that as well. So I'll just put 1 drop of rinse agent in there, which is your dishwasher. And if you could have a look here, see this spot here? I don't know if you can see that. All the white spot, like nice smooth clear spots here, but then all of a sudden you got the water's not touching it. That's because it's fingerprints. That's fingerprints. And if I move it out of the way, sometimes you can see it. And I have this here. I've been using this for years. I recently got one of these. This gets into the grooves as well. And I just go with the grooves until I think I got enough. It starts to get a little dry, get a little squirt. You can let it sit there for a little while. That way it soaks into it. I think that should be pretty good. Let's go with this here. You don't want it to dry on there. And then we're going to vacuum it off. Now if we come up here, we have a look at it now. You can't see any fingerprints at all anymore. It's nice and clear. I can see a few scuff marks here and there, but nothing that's going to affect the playability. I'm happy with this clean. Now, there's another step that a lot of people do, and I do recommend it because people are going to mention and say, hey, Mark, you did not rinse it. Now, I don't rinse mine. This is all I do. This is it. I put this on and I vacuum it off. A lot of people will go another step further, and I do highly recommend that. It's just I don't do it. And that is to have a separate bottle that has just distilled water, and then they spray it around, and then they revacuum it again. That gets rid of any residue whatsoever. Now I have rinse agent in this, so that seems to work for me, and I never have any residue. I never hear anything pick up on the turntables, and I've been doing this for quite a few years now. Every one of my records up here have been treated the same way as this, and they have never ever had an issue. So this is how I do it. You can do yours differently. You can double rinse it, whatever. I'm just showing you how I do mine. And to allow it to dry, obviously I would do the other side, but what I do is I have a cup, I lay the record down on the label. As I do another record, loading another record up, I'll clean that. So now this is fully dry by the time I'm ready to transfer, and then I'll put it into MoFi sleeve and the jacket and then the crystal clear bag. And then they're ready to go. I only have to clean them at least once. After they've been cleaned, they're stored away, and when they're ready to play, there's no static on them, and I don't have to do any deep cleaning like this. I use the anti-static brush between every single play, and I always clean my stylus after every time I flip a record or change records. As far as the deep cleaning, if you have them stored and brand new sleeves, and you're not just cleaning them and shoving them back into the old sleeves, you should only have to do this once. So that's what I'm doing today. Thank you for watching Golden Final Spin. I hope that this helps you guys. Some people out there that are wondering how to clean their vinyl records. Until next time, keep spinning.